Hello, Bob. First one in. How you doing today? I didn't ask you. Gonna go sit on this side and show your butt, huh? Now you're just gonna go over to your favorite side and show your butt. That's how it always works, isn't it? You know, you could have just walked across my lap rather than going all the way around the backside. Wow. Wait for some more people to get in here, at least start talking here. Come on, there's 5 of you in here. Somebody's got to have something to say. It's going to be a real boring live stream if it's just Bob and I. It's raining in New Jersey. We've had a lot of rain in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. It rained a couple days ago where we got like 3 inches. It was insane. It's one of those days I wish I was at home, but I was at work at the time, so I only got to watch it through the cafeteria window. I came home and had to drain the pool a little bit because the pool was overflowing. That happens. It's supposed to be hot and humid today. Actually, it's really overcast out, so I don't know how hot it'll be, but it's supposed to be humid. After a week of rain, I guess I can't expect much else. Let's see what happens tomorrow. See if we can coax Nibble into the shot here a little bit more. Definitely got Bite's attention. Yeah, maybe. Maybe she'll come here and visit. Oh, well, you know what that means. Hey, Mom, you're on the air.
Well, I can't find it. I can't get it up on my iPad.
Uh-oh.
So that's what I was calling to see, because it should be up by now, right?
Yeah, we're on right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe I just can't watch it then, but yeah, I can do the phone thing, but I don't know just why, because I press my YouTube thing and it usually just comes right up.
Yeah, well, maybe you pressed it before I started or something.
It's possible.
Because I've only been going for a couple minutes.
Okay, well, I will sign off and then I'll call back in later.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Okay, take care.
All right,
mm-hmm. Bye. Bye.
Well, that ruined that surprise. Yeah, Nibble knows to come out when she starts hearing me talk to the computer, just like Bite does. Only Bite's a little bit more involved in it because he'll be here before he'll be here before I start broadcasting. Because the second he sees me move the laptop out here, that's when he starts lurking around because he knows that the kitty treats will be coming. Yeah, I think my mom's going to call back a little later. It was supposed to be sort of a surprise, but, well, it happens. Said, you think Jordan's going to do a live stream early today? Well, that's probably why I won't get a whole bunch of people here then, because everyone will go over there. I don't know. You ought to stay with me though. You'd be one of 50 over here. You'll be one of 1,000 over there. Get to make a comment to Jordan's and maybe he won't even see it. Or you can talk to the guy who's actually met Jordan. Reminds me of that joke from that episode of Married with Children where the Bundys go to this small town and their biggest claim to fame is that they have one citizen who's the guy who met Andy Griffith. Been reading about alien sightings. Do you think it's real? Yeah, I do. I do believe it. I don't. There's so much life on this planet that exists in such a wide variety that it's unlikely that, with all the stars and all the planets out there, that there isn't other life out there. Now, I think that it's also possible there's intelligent life out there, but that's really rare. But is it possible they're visiting us? Maybe. I mean, something will have to be discovered that proves Einstein wrong, because Einstein said that the fastest speed there is the speed of light, which means to the closest star it's 4 years away. So that'll be a long journey. And if we're talking, further stars than that, hundreds or thousands of years to get here. Now, if there's, time warp or something like that, warp travel, wormholes, something like that, that might blow a hole in that theory. But based on the world we know right now, it seems that the speed of light is as fast as you can go. We'll see. I haven't put in a request for at work yet. I know. I'm a horrible person. I got to get off my butt and do that. It's just one of those things. You get to work and then you're running the machine and the machine runs, and next thing you know, the day's over. Not up here showing his butt today. Oh, there's Nibble too, coming around the corner. Had Nibble here, and all of a sudden she got scared away when the phone rang. Come on, Nibble, that food's not going to eat itself. Ow! Well, why is the government covering? Because the government covers everything up. If we knew half of what the government did, we'd overthrow them. Real quiet today, you guys. I don't know, is Jordan live streaming? Is that what it is? Did he actually start it? Maybe that's what I'm competing against here. Well, it looks like I'm live streaming. That's news to me.
This antelope is in a desperate...
Yeah, don't want to listen to commercials. Okay, well, I can't get it from here. Whatever. Let's see what's going on. What did I miss here? Good morning, Dave and Terry. Good to see you again. Here we are, same bat channel, same bat time. What's the temperature here today? It's supposed to get into the 80s, but right now I think it's kind of let's see, the little thing on the computer here says 72. Yeah, 72, 71, 72, something like that. I was just out in the backyard a little bit ago, and the squirrels were out there, so they're doing all right. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. I know I got my flag out. Actually, I think what I'm going to do, one of the things I'm going to do, I probably won't cover it on the vlog today, but uh, I want to leave the flag out for a couple days. I want to leave it out tonight and tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow night, and so, yeah, rather than take it in every night. So I got to put a light on it, and it turns out I got a spare low volt light power supply, like I use to light up the trees in the front yard. And I got one that I brought with me from California that I used to like light up the dummy that I used to hang on the front of the house for Halloween. And so I'm going to maybe try and rig that up today so it lights up the flag so I can leave it up overnight. But otherwise, I'll just have to take the flag down tonight. That shouldn't be a big deal. I already found all the pieces. All I got to do is get a one of those flag mounting posts that you hang on the side of the house that I can attach that to. How's it going with the electrical project? You'll have to wait till Tuesday, but we did get that resolved. Required sort of an inventive solution. Has the weather cleared up? Well, it isn't raining anymore. It didn't rain yesterday. It's not supposed to rain today. Although they were saying only a 7% chance of rain, but I went to the grocery store this morning and it was raining a little bit then. So I don't know. I don't think they know what's going on the weather. It's just, this is Texas. I don't think anyone can predict what's going on. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to all past and current military personnel. Thank you very much for your service. I know Memorial Day is for those veterans who are no longer with us, who made the ultimate sacrifice, but it's always a good day to celebrate anyone who is willing to risk their life to protect our freedoms. Hello, Kenneth. They're both just kind of sitting there waiting here. Any plans for Memorial Day? I want to actually go see if the city's doing anything on Memorial. I know, remember a little bit more than a year ago, I went to maybe it was just last year. I went to the Veterans Day parade that they had in town. Didn't look like they had one for Memorial Day, but I don't know. We'll look around and see what's going on this weekend. Maybe we'll try and find some Memorial Day thing. Remember that one day, that year, a couple years ago, I went to the cemetery at Fort Hood and visited that for Memorial Day. Lounge cats, yeah, ain't that the truth? Lounge fat cats, that's probably more appropriate, right, Bite? Are you a fat cat? You gonna come? Come here, buddy. Really? Yeah, that gets him moving. Come on, up here. Join the show. Your uncle was killed in Guadalcanal. Sorry. But, our country wouldn't exist with heroes like that. People were willing to lay it all on the line. Yeah, the t-shirt company. Like I said, like I said in the video, I think they're still kind of open, but I think they're just kind of blowing out all the inventory. Like I said, they got a for lease sign on the windows, so that seems to say that it's coming to an end. I did, however, see that there's another t-shirt company. I'm going to go check them out maybe this weekend. See what they think. See, they seem to have a graphic artist on staff too. See, that's something I want is somebody who's got that can kind of take my ideas and kind of flesh it out a little bit. I'm decent with things like Photoshop and the likes, but you know, designing something like that's a little bit more high end, and so. Suzanne, there's nothing that's off subject. Are you talking about these things here or this stuff over here? You have to be more clear. I have way too much stuff on the wall. Your grandfather fought in World War I. Wow. My uncle was in Vietnam. You love what I've done with the patio in the yard. Yeah, it's come together nicely. Thank you. The first ones I pointed to, these up here, those are commemorative, limited edition promotional plaques from the Atlas Shrugged series. So there's one for each of them. They're kind of cool. They have like photographic art from each of the movies, and if you actually pull them off the wall, they actually have frames from the film, which is kind of cool. So since there were three of them in the Atlas Shrugged series, I have one for each one of them. Who is John Galt? I had those hanging in the house in California too, and that just seemed like a good place to put them because they're the right shape for that little tiny thin area.
Meow. Meow.
You gotta come up here, man. You're not gonna get anything just sitting down there meowing at me. They want to see your face. See, even Nibble's lurking around here. She's just right over here, peering at us from behind the TV tray there. Come on, Nibble. Want a kitty treat? Huh? Kitty treat for Nibble? No? Or saw your ears perk up with that. Well, at least she got that one. I tried to go in there and snatch it up like he usually does. Saw a veteran in Walmart and thanked him for his service. He almost cried. Yeah, it's too bad that our veterans don't get the respect that they deserve. I mean, you got to have respect for anyone that's willing to put it all on the line. That's why they are the 3%. Oh, Peg's going to be lurking here today.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, almost had him there. America was the worst to the Vietnam vets too. You know, my uncle is still really bitter about that. Yeah, maybe we need to remember that we tend to just think that well someone else has thanked them and let them know how much we appreciate them, but maybe we need to just be more active about that. Go out there and make it a point to thank them. I think it's more of an issue here in Texas, though. I think there's a lot more respect for veterans here. Because I mean, I see, I see it all the time. People will walk up and talk to somebody that identifies as a veteran. Yeah, you're right, Kenneth. I'm with you on that. I'm grateful to all veterans, and especially those that paid the ultimate price. They need to be honored. It's sad the way we treat them. Kathy made it this week. Hello, Kathy. Just gonna sit over there and look cute and hope I throw kitty treats to her. That's how it usually works, isn't it, Nibble? Right? So gullible. How many times are you gonna fall for that? You see that? Yeah, that's how he is. You got four brothers, one in Navy, Coast Guard, Army, and Marine. That's cool. Covering all the branches there. Do they ever play with each other? They're pretty. They're. I think they're beyond the point that they they play. They just pretty much sleep all the time now. They're old and fat and lazy. I think you're right, David. I think Nibble is a little shell shocked from Bite. Bite's always been kind of the abusive brother. That's probably why Nibble is so shy with me because she's afraid what Bite'll do. Or Kitty. Hello, Linda from California. How you doing out there? Prayers for everyone that's ill. Yeah. What's the weather like out here? It's warm and well, kind of. It's low 70s, cloudy, and kind of humid out today. It's supposed to get into the 80s. We had a rainstorm that blew through here a couple days ago, and we got 3 inches in probably about 2 hours. That was a lot of rain. I watched it kind of coming in on the radar while I was at work, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's gonna be a powerful one." And I wasn't aware how much rain we got until I got home, looked at the rain meter. Yeah, I had to drain the pool that night a little bit. It was definitely over the high water mark. All right, Kenneth is checking out the weather here. Yeah, I thought they said it was gonna be like 81 or something today. Let's see, what is the... Check it out here. Let's see. Oops, lost it there. Yeah, it looks like the high they're saying is 80. I'll get down to the 68 tonight. Yeah, we're to that point now where it's really nice to be outside at night. I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to walk around at night too, so that's good. If I get another tortoise, does it have to be the same breed as Flash? I'd like it to be, because I'd honestly like to have some baby tortoises. Get a little boy tortoise. Give Flash a boyfriend. And I don't know how different species of tortoise would get along with each other. That would be the problem. Have I been swimming? I've been in the pool, but it's still a little on the cold side. I was in there a couple weeks ago. I think it was the week that I bought the bricks that I used to do the planter over here on this side of the house, where I raised it up and did that. That was when I bought 100 bricks and they gave me 144. And after I got all the bricks in, I hopped in the pool to cool off a little bit, and it was still a little bit chilly. And right now it's hovering. I looked at the pool water temperature right before I came in and did the live stream, and it was about 78. So it's kind of been up and down. We've been getting, rain and then sun and all that. So hopefully, if we dry out a little bit and get a little sun for the next few days, the temperature will go up in the pool. It'll be nicer to be in there. It's a little bit, I don't know, maybe I'm just being a wimp when I say it's 80 degrees and that's too cold for me, but that's just, I am what I am. St. Lawrence River is still too cold to swim in? Yeah, I can bet. Yeah, well, you remember Beth was on here last week, and we kind of asked her to shoot another video for us, and within a couple hours of me ending the live stream, she'd sent me that. So, yeah, I always love it when she sends over video of Flash. And we got her to the point now, for a while there, she'd shoot the video and then text it to me. And of course, when you text the video, it shrinks it down to a little teeny tiny file, so you can text it. And so, you get a really kind of a blurry, low resolution file. And, oh, there's the mom. Hey, you're back. Did I not get you on speakerphone? There we go. There we go. Now I got you. I pressed the speakerphone button here, and it didn't get you to kick in initially. Did you get the live stream coming up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it just went up about 9:10, 9:15, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn down the volume on your iPad.
On the iPad?
Yeah, because I can hear myself.
Okay. Just a minute.
We got to add that to the rules here. Yeah, no, turn it down, not up. Yeah. Oh, the joys of live broadcasts. Okay, there we go. Now we better.
Yeah, but I don't have a picture now.
Oh man, you're a mess.
Yeah.
Well, at least we can hear you.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to read your comments. Bob says hi. Gene wants to know how you're doing.
There I got it. There I got it back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I waited a little while. We decided that it would be better to wait just a few minutes, so I did.
Yeah, well, you want to get a few people in here. You call in the first minute, and there's 2 or 3 people here. It's not going to be a very stimulating conversation. We got 56 people in here now, so.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Just hello, everybody. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, you can see the comments.
No, I have to get my glasses on.
Yeah, me too.
I'm old. I'm old.
Well, I mean, me too. I got my glasses on too.
Hello, Brett's mom. Hope you're feeling better. I am, and that's yeah. I'm good. I poked my finger in my eye or something last night in bed, and so I got one eye that's all bloodshot. But
lovely.
That'll go away. It doesn't hurt. It's just red. So
she's a mess.
Okay.
That's why you gotta wear your glasses all the time. It's not just to see; it's for to keep you from poking yourself in the eye.
I know, but not when I'm sleeping.
Well, don't poke yourself in the eye when you're sleeping.
Yeah, well.
We'll have to do like we do with babies and put gloves on you so that you can't hurt yourself.
You can't. Yeah, something like that. Maybe I'm to that point. Maybe I'm baby stage again. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Just lay you down on your back in your crib, and away you go, huh?
There you go. Anyway, I'm on today, guys, mainly to wish you happy Memorial Day, and I did that. But I want to thank all of you for being concerned about me and the situation last weekend. It was just it's stress, and I gotta work through it. I think Breck told you about it already. But I thank you so much for your concern and your love and your prayers, because it's been I feel it for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful to each one of you.
I have the greatest viewers. We've talked about that a whole bunch of times.
Oh, I know it. They're just awesome. They really are. And I kind of enjoy coming on. Not kind of enjoy. I do enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone likes having you here too. They enjoy talking to you, and they love hearing from you and all that. So
yeah. Well, that's nice. You were talking about the weather a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It's going to be 95 degrees.
I was looking at that. Yeah, I looked at the weather last night. Yeah, you're in for a hot streak for the next couple of days.
Oh, yeah, and then it's extreme heat warning for tomorrow and Tuesday.
Wow. Yeah. I think I saw like 100, 101 when I looked at it a couple of days ago.
Yeah, actually, it's saying I'm up to 110.
Wow, that's hot.
That's hot. Really, really hot. So I don't know, but does anybody know where do these heat streaks like this come from? Is it do they come from the mountains, or do they come?
Well, basically, it's a high pressure system that goes in there, and when you get a high pressure system, then what you end up doing is you're blowing everything away from you, and it kind of anything that's going to cool things off is going to be pushed away from you. And
does that come from the ocean, or where does it come from?
All the weather in California comes from the ocean, but the problem is you're in the shadow of the mountains, because you have mountains between you and the ocean. And so you're in what they call the rain shadow. So you're in a desert, basically. And so anything that happens there, it's going to be really, really bad there. Yeah, that's what happens when you're in Sacramento.
It comes from the ocean.
Yeah, well,
over the desert.
All the weather in California comes from the ocean, basically.
Yeah.
Because everything blows in over the ocean.
Okay, so but it comes over the desert then, and that's what heats it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we get heat like this in the summertime, but this is early.
Yeah.
Way too early. So.
Well, you haven't really been in Sacramento for that long yet, so you haven't even been there for a full year yet. No, so I'm just kind of getting an idea where, after being here for 2 years, kind of what to expect in different seasons. Yeah. And even this year was weird compared to last year.
Yeah, but we were up here summers when we're coming up to see Brendan and everybody up here, but it was, it was hot. I don't remember it being 110 though.
Yeah, well, it's just a matter when you're there.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, we were in the summertime, pretty often. But this is just really, they're warning of heat. Stay out of the sun, drink plenty of water, all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's why Brenda and Tom have the swimming pool.
I know, that's true. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I've been up there a few times where it's really hot. So,
yeah,
you
well,
know,
it's
it's not,
hot,
yeah,
but I don't know if it's ever been this hot this early.
yeah, yeah,
This is well, that's interesting because the ocean is so far away.
yeah, yeah.
But I suppose high pressure comes in over there and that, but then it comes over the desert.
Yeah, well, basically, you know, the weather of the entire United States comes from the west, and that all comes off the ocean. So,
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. We'll be okay. We'll
oh
stay
yeah,
inside
keep the air
and
conditioning
just
on.
take care of ourselves. As long as the air conditioning's running, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
But just if AC doesn't go out or the power doesn't go out, that would be.
yeah. That'd be
But
no fun.
all we need now is the wind, and the fires are going to start up again.
Oh well, that's gonna happen. I don't know what the fires are like in Northern California so much because you know my experience is mainly in Southern California.
Yeah.
But usually the winds come like in late summer, early fall, early to mid fall.
But we've had a lot of wind already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's windy here all the time.
Yeah, John M says the hot air gets trapped in California in the middle of the state. In the San Fernando Valley. I know in the San Fernando Valley it gets really hot.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Anything east of the mountains, you're in the rain shadow.
Yeah, I suppose, but yeah. Well, they're calling this the mother lode part of California. That's where the heat advisory is. It's for the mother lode, and I guess that's just right this area.
Well, mother lode, I think that's referring to the gold rush, isn't it?
Right. It's mining. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's this area.
Okay.
That's what's called the. So how's everybody doing? Got big plans for Memorial Day?
Yeah, well, let's see. Black Dot says it's a pleasure to hear your voice again.
Oh, thank you.
We're kind of talking about mask mandates. One of my videos a couple days ago was about me burning my masks.
Oh.
And so Suzanne and John are talking back and forth about masks coming off on Tuesday. You know, different states are doing this differently because there's still some states that are still mandating masks. In fact, remember, I think last week one of my viewers was saying that up in Canada they're upping the standards again. They're making it more strict. I guess that kind of makes sense. The more you move north, the colder it gets, and I guess the virus is going to be more of an issue there.
I suppose we don't need to wear them now when we're on campus. But if you go to Target or the grocery store or anything, you have to wear it.
Right.
So you know, everybody's got their own rules, and just do what we have to do.
Yeah. That's one of the things I'm definitely happy about Texas about is, you know, we've basically lifted the mask mandate statewide. Now that the CDC has said that, you know, if you're vaccinated, you don't need it anymore. It's like, good. I'm over this.
Yeah, well, it's awesome that you don't have to wear it at work.
I have not had a mask on now for a little over a week, and it's lovely.
And that's good.
In fact, it's funny because I feel naked now walking around work. and I got to learn who everybody is now because I got to the point where I knew what they looked like wearing a mask, and I don't know. And so it's like, oh, you have a face, you have a mouth and a nose. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know you could smile.
Yeah,
it is strange. Didn't know you could smile.
Yeah,
but it's nice. It's nice to know we still can.
Yeah.
So
let's see what's going on here. Prairie says Jordan, Jaw, and Scott are headed my way. Actually, that video I think was shot almost 2 months ago, more than 2 months ago.
Oh.
Because Jordan is so far ahead. Because I think he's already in his new house.
That's what I thought. I thought that I had heard you say that.
I think he is, yeah.
That he was there.
But you know, Jordan tends to be like, you know, he's like a month or two ahead on his videos. So.
Oh.
You know, because I think he's only shooting, he's only broadcasting a couple days a week now. I think he's doing even less than I am, and and basically, you know, he's mostly travel vlogs now. He'll go places, and so he'll go someplace and you know shoot 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 vlogs, and then he's good. He's good for a month. You know, as opposed to me, you know, I'm kind of doing them, you know, day by day here. I've got Tuesday's video already uploaded. I've got Thursday's video shot but not edited or uploaded, and then I got to do 3 of them this week, hopefully. I know what today's video is going to be about. I haven't figured out the rest of them. Tomorrow's Memorial Day, though. I might try and do something Memorial Day related. We'll see.
Ruth Jones is saying, Carolyn, are you feeling much better now? And yes, I am. Thank you, Ruth.
Yeah, tell the whole story about that because I only kind of glossed over that.
Well, you did a pretty good job. But a week ago a couple of days ago Wednesday, I just kind of started feeling I was a little short of breath, and I just kind of felt strange in my chest and everything like that, and a little bit in my back. And I thought, I'm just thinking I should maybe go and get this checked out. So your sister was coming to take me to get my nails done on Friday. So I thought, okay, we'll wait. So when she got here, I said, I think I'm going to go get my nails done, and then I'll run into the emergency room. She said, Mother, you are going to the emergency room now.
Yeah. I remember you told me about let's go get the nails first. It's like, no, we're going to go to the hospital first.
First things first. So we got in there in the afternoon after all the checkup. We did all kinds of tests and all kinds of stuff. And I had Dracula that was trying to put the IV port.
Oh man, I didn't tell about that.
It was horrible. She was.
Yeah, some of those phlebotomists, it's like they're blind. It's like.
She was terrible. She went and all she did was brag about, oh, I've been doing this for 20-some years, blah 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 blah. Because she tried to get a vein that I'd never had anybody try to get anything out of before, and she was digging around. She's just trying to save this vein. I'm trying to save this vein. Oops, I lost it.
Yeah.
Gosh, dang, guys, what is going on? And it hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt really bad.
Yeah.
So then she had to take it all out and start again, and that hurt. She just was not very. She wasn't patient. She wasn't helpful. She didn't apologize. No, nothing. It was just really, really bad.
Yeah, some people have no bedside manner.
No, finally she got in there and got it set up, but she wasn't aware or even thinking about that I was hurting or that it was. She left it hanging over the edge of the bed, no support in it. And so finally another aide or somebody came in and I told her about it, and she said, let me get you a pillow and we'll support that arm a little bit. So then that was a whole lot better. But anyway, after that, the rest of the day was just a bunch of tests and X-rays and CAT scans and who knows what else. But they didn't find anything. And so when the admitting doctor came in later at night, he said they were going to admit me because they wanted to do some stress tests the next day. I said, no, that's okay. Just make sure. So he was telling me all about this stuff. And so I said, all right, so what's your gut feeling? What's going on here? He said, it's stress. He said, are you under a lot of stress? And I said, well, yeah, I have been for the last year and a half. And so he said, yeah, that's very likely what it is.
Yeah.
So finally, got me up at night in my bed. Finally at 10 o'clock at night, they finally gave me some to eat. And so terrible night, of course. I hate being in the hospital. It's not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
And so I didn't sleep much. But they started the stress test thing in the morning, and they were done with that by 10:30. But because I can't get on the treadmill, they did the injection that.
Right.
So they took pictures. They did an ultrasound or something, some kind of a test of my heart first, and then they went in and did that thing, and then they took another test So I was done with that by 10:30, but I didn't get checked out of there till about 3. So anyway.
Yeah, well, it takes them a while to kind of look at the results.
Well, and not only that, they had to fill out all the paperwork to get me out of there.
Oh, yeah, big time.
So that was so it was about 24 hours in there. 24 hours is enough.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the story. And I've been, just knowing, I think that my heart and lungs and everything are okay has helped a lot.
That helps a lot. Yeah, you just gotta relax. You've had quite a 15, 16 months here.
Yes,
A lot has happened.
It's been going, yeah, and so it's just so helpful when friends like you people, you viewers are thoughtful and concerned and wishing me well with thoughts and prayers, and I just really appreciated that.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad you came on to say that.
Yeah,
because they like hearing from you too. I mean, they're right now, they're just everyone's saying, oh yeah, I hope you're doing okay and all that. So
yeah, and I'm really glad, Greg, that you did that partial thing on the vlog the other night. You did a little, so that sort of told your viewers a little bit about it.
Right. Well, they like hearing about what's going on, and if there's an issue, I want them to know. So
yeah,
it's great being able to channel the energy of the group.
Yeah,
and,
it was very helpful, and other than that, I'm good. We're just not too much going on here, except that it's the heat. Everybody's kind of concerned about that. But,
right. Well, like you said, stay inside.
That's what we have to do.
And keep the AC on. You should be fine.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. Just stay hydrated and stay cool, and that's about all. That's about all we can do, and that's fun. So anyway, well, everybody have a happy Memorial Day weekend, and stay safe.
Very good. Yeah. We'll try and do that.
All kinds of stuff going on, but it's interesting to hear about, with just where all this hot weather starts from.
Yeah.
But if it's ocean, I wasn't sure if it was the ocean here because the ocean is so far away.
Yeah, no, I mean the ocean is what generates the tornadoes that hit this area. So
I suppose
because it's cool, dry air coming over the mountains and warm, moist air coming up from the Gulf. And that's what creates the storms.
Yeah. Well,
that's what gave us 3 inches of rain a couple days ago.
Well, 3 inches. When I heard 3 inches of rain, I thought, oh my gosh, if we get a quarter of an inch, we're doing well.
Yeah.
But we are so far below what we need to be.
Well, it's funny because they were complaining that this was an unusually dry spring this year, and boy, we're making up for it now because I mean, it's been raining now for almost 2 weeks. This is it didn't rain yesterday, it didn't rain much today, but we got another couple storms coming in later in the week, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love Texas. I love Texas.
I know. Well, that's a good thing about states like Texas and Minnesota, and there's a lot of states like that. You'll get rain kind of throughout the summer, but we won't.
Yeah.
This is it. The only good thing, I talked to one of my cousins in Seattle a few days ago, and she said it's been pouring down rain there, so that's at least good.
Yeah.
That will help. That will help somewhat. And the snowpack is pretty bad.
Well, it's always really bad in California.
Yeah, it is.
You got to accept the fact you live. You got to accept the fact that you live in a desert.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But we depend on the snowpack and Seattle and all that to try and store up some water for us because we're in bad shape here. But we got to do what we got to do. So that's what it is. All righty, guys. Well, I thank you for your love and concern once again, and have a safe and happy weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Good talking to you, Mom.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for calling in. Bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go. All right, there you go, right from the horse's mouth. So I don't know. We'll get back to you here now. Everyone's kind of talking among themselves. It looks like that's when basements flood. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably a good thing I don't have a basement because with all the water, there's that one area I showed you that where the water kind of accumulates against the house. That would be definitely in the basement if I had a basement. So. Yeah, in terms of the blood clots that was coming from the Johnson and Johnson, it was a very, very rare thing. In fact, they're not even sure that there is a connection between the vaccine and the blood clot. It's just there were, I think, and I don't know, I haven't heard data recently about it, but they pulled it off the market for a short period of time and then put it back on again. Just and the only thing they did was they said, hey, yeah, there's a possibility of this. But at the time there had been 7 million doses administered, and there were like 7 cases of it. So I mean, you got to weigh the odds. You got one chance in a million of having a blood clot from it. You have one chance in about 600 of dying from the virus. So you know, got to take priorities. There's risks in anything you do in life. You take your life into your own hands when you get behind the wheel. No, I haven't talked to my boss yet about getting time off. I know I got to do that. Yeah, I did get the Disney cookbook. I was especially excited to see Walt's chili in there. I'll definitely have to look at that because I've heard all sorts about that. They used to in the cafeterias cook Walt's chili, but a guy who I knew who actually knew Walt, who worked there, said no, that wasn't Walt's chili. It's just chili. Am I vaccinated? Yeah, I got the vaccine probably about 2 months ago now, and I got the Johnson and Johnson version, the one that's supposedly giving people blood clots. I had no problem whatsoever. They said the most common symptom you'll have is just injection site soreness, and I didn't even have that. They had it at work for us. We just we could sign up for it if we want. And we went over to a special room, and we were over there for 15 minutes, and that was it. Yeah, I definitely want to check out the Waltz chili because I'm hoping that's good. I'll probably end up looking at that and seeing what I can do. Maybe I'll do that in the instant pot. It seems like a lot of those recipes are pretty easy to modify. What's everyone's thoughts on driverless cars? Uh, my thought, I'm not really a fan yet because I don't 100% trust technology. I mean, I know technology does a lot of things, but I have certain levels of automation in my car. My car has something called lane assist. So if you like drift out of the lanes, it'll pull back. But that scares me sometimes because sometimes I need to like hug one lane. If I got a truck right next to me and the truck is hugging the lane, getting close to me, I need to pull over, and it's bad when the car is trying to pull me back towards the truck. And I've also got what they call automatic cruise control on it, which is very cool, but sometimes it overreacts and does stupid things. What you can do with the automatic cruise control is you can set your speed, but it'll monitor the car in front of you. And if the car in front of you is going slower than the cruise control speed, it'll slow the car down and maintain a safe distance. And that's pretty cool, and I use it a lot. But one of the things I've noticed that it overcompensates sometimes. For instance, if I'm in like the second to farthest left lane, and not not what they call the high speed lane, which is the far left lane, but the number two lane. Um, And, I got the automatic cruise control on and I'm following the car in front of me, and a car tries to zip between me and the car in front of me to get into the fast lane. My car will jump on the brakes because all of a sudden there's a car that's too slow to me, too close to me. And that concerns me because the car, overcompensates. And what happens if the car behind me isn't paying attention? All of a sudden my car jumps on the brakes for no really good reason. That could be a problem. What's everyone's thoughts on being run down by a driverless car? I don't think I'd like to be run down by any kind of car, driverless or not. Yeah, you can turn off the lane assist. It is handy. I mean, I like it, but sometimes I'm fighting with a steering wheel because it wants to, pull me back, towards the center of the lane, and you know, I can overpower it, but still. Am I going to get a truck? I don't think I'll get a truck. I think probably next time I go with a car, I'll probably get another, just a regular sedan type car, and then I'll buy it this time rather than lease it, and I'll put a trailer hitch on it because I don't need to haul things that much, but it would be nice to have the ability to do that. And so I think maybe just a trailer is an option, is a better option. Then you get the gas mileage, um, and that comes with a sedan. You're not paying for the trucks. Also, generally have, the tires are more expensive. You get lower gas mileage, all that stuff. And I kind of like having the gas mileage of a car. So I think maybe a trailer instead of a truck is the option for me. This car, the cars are dangerous and they're not perfected. Yeah, I've agreed with that. There was a time a few weeks ago where I was going to Home Depot and I was kind of pulling into the left turn lane to turn into the Home Depot parking lot, and something tripped up the automatic cruise control, and it jumped on the brakes for no reason. There was nothing in front of me at all. All of a sudden, the wheels just lock up, and it was only for a second. It only took a second to realize, oh wait, something, there isn't a problem here, and it started going again. But that freaked me out. I drive a gas vehicle, but it's a really high efficient engine. I get 40 miles to the gallon under good conditions. It's got an economy mode where it actually runs on 3 cylinders. So that's great when you're out on the highway. You're cruising on the highway, just hit the economy mode, go to 3 cylinders, and really start saving on the gas. But yeah, the car I got has really good gas mileage. Tesla was locked up for an image of a person on the back of a bus. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, actually. I mean, I think, maybe the technology will get better at some point, but computers aren't perfect. Trust me, I know computers pretty well, and they do some stupid things. Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. It's good if you're doing a lot of hauling of stuff, but I'm not doing a whole lot of hauling of stuff. And in fact, um, a lot of the stuff I do, I can do with a car. It's a little hassle sometimes, but when I had like those bricks, that it would have taken me 20 trips to get those home. Hey, Rhonda and Charlotte and Logan are here. Naps ran late. That's always a good thing. You like the lighting project? That's good. Was that the one in the front or the one in the back? I don't think you've seen the entirety of the one in the back. So, oh, and Daddy Michael too, huh? Wow, got the whole clan there. I think AI and robotic technology is, we'll get there at some point, but it's got a lot of growing to do. How are the plants doing? The plants are doing great. They love the rain we've had over the past week or 10 days or whatever it was. Yeah, well, I did rent that truck from Home Depot the time I had to bring those bricks home. Ever thought about an in-ground pool? No, I think I'll stick with the above ground. That works fine for me. I don't really use the pool for swimming. I use it more for just kind of soaking. It's a big bathtub for lack of a better term. You plan to do the switch aspect of my project, but look forward to seeing the finished project. Well, stay tuned. You'll see it on Tuesday. I did finally get everything up. I figured out what the problem was. It's freezing in Canada, huh? I guess that happens. It's like cloudy and overcast here, low 70s right now. Not too bad. It's supposed to be humid today, though. Probably to be expected for all the rain we've gotten the past week or 10 days. Actually, 2 weeks almost. Right, Bite? Yeah, he's been here the whole time. Yeah, there's the one kitty. The other one was out a little earlier. Nibble! See if we can coax her out here. Get her to peek around the corner here. Yeah, there she is. There's the nibble. That's probably as good as we're going to get. Oh, yeah, that'd be no fun having to go under a retaining wall. Of course, what might want to do, you might want to think about just drilling a small hole in the bricks. Get like a masonry drill a small hole, and just fish the wire through. Go underground up to the edge of the brick or to the wall. Come out of the ground through the brick, back under the ground again. That's sometimes easier. Yeah, Bite's butt is showing. Ain't that the truth? Ever see the movie I, Robot? Yeah, I have a copy of that. That's an entertaining movie. Yeah, there's Logan's cat. And there's Logan's cat's cat. Bite's always looking for a treat, right? See if we can coax Nibble into the shot here. Sometimes if she sees the treats being dished out, she's sitting like right here. You want one too, Nibble? Huh? She knows that she just sits there and looks cute enough that eventually I'll throw her one. And she's right. And then Bite goes and steals it from her. What a gentleman. That one hit him right in the head. There's one for you, Nibble. You are such a gentleman, Bite. I can't believe you. You're so mean. And you sit there and look all innocent, like you didn't just swat your sister in the face. Yes, I'm going to try and give them all to her now just because you're so mean. That's right. Because you're a brat. Yes, you are. No more kitty treats for him. He's mean. Yes, he is. What a brat. Are my cats super large or is it the camera angle? No, they're super large. That's probably why I need to stop giving them so many treats here. Where did I get the bottle that I used for my cooking oil? Honestly, I got it as a gift from a friend. Some friends of mine every year have a white elephant gag gift Christmas party. And that was a gift I got a number of years ago. It actually had olive oil in it. And I've just refilled it a bunch of times. But I love that bottle. Probably get something similar like at an antique store or something like that. Oh, Black Dot's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. You love the hardwood floors. Actually, it's like a laminate. It isn't even hardwood. It's just but it's a really, really quality floor that they put in here. Yeah. Yeah, they look really nice, don't they? But yeah, it's just a laminate that they put on the floor. It's all throughout the house too, so I love it. And there's like virtually no carpet anywhere in the house. And that makes it nice because it's so easy to clean. They get dirty, you just mop it. It's good to go. Oh, that is sometimes what I do, Gene, is I'll throw one for Bite. Or I'll arc it over him and go to her. Gotta give the dogs a haircut today. That sounds like fun. Does anyone at work still wear a mask? Yeah, the rules are, they're following the CDC guidelines, which is if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear it. And probably about 50% of the people are still wearing them. It's optional, and they still provide them if you want them. But if you don't, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to. And honestly, I don't know if they're even confirming that people are vaccinated. I think they're just, it's kind of an honor system. We used to have to also get our temperature taken every time we walked into the building. We don't do that anymore either. They took those things away. How far is my house from my work? Well, what I intentionally did is found a place that was close. That was why I wanted to find the job first, so I could get a house close. So I'm pretty close to work. That's nice too. Not never have to deal with traffic and leave the house. I mean, I still leave the house, 30 minutes before I have to be to work, but I'm usually to work, 15 minutes before I have to be there. So What do you think is the best thing to cook in the Instant Pot? I don't know. I've had a lot of good successes in the Instant Pot. Those Instant Pot ribs were really good. The Instant Pot stew that I did was really good. Um, I've made my chicken wild rice and cream of mushroom soup in the Instant Pot. That was really good. I've had a lot of good results with that. Hi, Angela. How are you? Does Bite want a belly rub? Maybe, but he's being such a brat right now with his sister. I don't know if he deserves one. No, they're little freaks. How's the garden going? The garden is going fine. The tomatoes are growing like crazy. I mean, I don't have tomatoes yet, but the plants are doing well. The temperature thing was a joke. Well, and I think they used one of those. It was like a screen you walked up to, and you say, put your eyes in the circle, and then it scanned, I guess, your forehead. But the thing was always reporting like 3 or 4 degrees below what normal body temperature is. So I don't know how accurate that thing was. I never went in there sick, so I don't know, if if it was if it was actually capable of detecting something. I don't think I ever heard anyone fail the system. So Angela's really close to work. It's a 20-second commute because she works at home, actually. Yeah, well, that works. Yeah, I'm not really into carpet. I had carpet in the house in California and in my apartments and stuff like that. I like tile better, or tile or flooring. Hardwoods, or I had hardwood and I had ceramic, and I got this laminate stuff right now, and I like it better. Can you do instant corn on the cob in the Instant Pot? Yes, very easily. Yeah, you get one of those steamer baskets. You put the corn in the steamer basket. Put water in put about a cup of water in the pot. Uh, Cook it at high pressure for 3 minutes. Fast release, and it's perfect every time. Is the Instant Pot the same as a pressure cooker? Not exactly. The Instant Pot is, I think, a little bit more versatile and a little bit less dangerous. Pressure cookers kind of, I think that I've always concerned about them, exploding. Did you finish the lighting in the backyard? Yes. They'll have to wait till Tuesday to see that, but yes, turned out really well. You returned back to your office after 1 year on Tuesday. Yikes. Yeah, I agree with you, Angela. Also, if you have pets, it's gonna be a mess, especially if your pets decide to pee on the floor or barf all over the place, right, Bite? Yeah, these guys love to barf all over the place. So much easier to clean up cat barf off of a laminate floor than it is to clean it up off a carpet. At least it doesn't stain the floor. Yeah, but there's so many safety features on the Instant Pot that it isn't an issue. There's a cap. If the pressure goes too high, it just pops the cap off, and it drops the pressure immediately. Yeah, I'm with you, Peg Tooth. Yeah, I've heard people say that too, that carpet keeps you warmer, but whatever. You know, um, I got the same argument when I put ceramic tile in my kitchen and family room in the house in California. It's like, well, it's gonna be colder to feet. You know, I'll live. I got slippers. It's also nice. The ceramic tile around the fireplace kind of tends to warm up a little bit when you have the fireplace going, so that's nice too. Do the cats meow at night? Sometimes, sometimes in the morning. Yeah, flooring, it is a personal choice. Absolutely. I'm not saying that there's only one right answer here. You got to have a laminate flooring or you're stupid. No. If you like carpet, get carpet. I also like the acoustics better in a solid floor, in a laminate or a wood or a ceramic floor. Carpet absorbs too much sound, I think. Yeah, I like tile that looks like wood too. That's what this is too. It's got kind of a wood finish to it, but it's more durable than wood. I had actual hardwood floors in my house in California, and it was easily damaged. Yeah, well, if the husband is a musician, then yeah, carpeting is important. And I mean, it depends on what you want. But like I said, I like the acoustics of this room, especially with hard floors. I get enough. When this house was empty, when I first moved in, this room echoed like crazy. But I got enough furniture and stuff like that in here right now that it isn't a problem anymore. Hardwood floors are the best unless someone above you is walking on one. Yeah, I get that. I don't have to deal with that though. I don't know what you mean by the fire pot. Oh, the potbelly stove thing that I have in the backyard. Yeah, that was in California. If that's what you're talking about. Drummer. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that's going to be really noisy. Gene's heading off to church. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Gene. It's good to see you. Yeah, I like that thing. I wanted a potbelly stove, and that was really the closest thing we could find. It was one of those things I kind of wish, when my grandfather was alive, that he had one in his garage, and I wish I knew at the time I wanted that because I would have brought that out. That would have been awesome to have his potbelly stove, but I got that thing instead. And it's a suitable replacement. It's all rusty right now because of the rain and all that, but that's fine. Yeah, there's several kind of different versions of Instant Pot. So, you ought to be able to use a lot of the recipes that I've put on. Just have to figure out how your particular version works, but it should all do the same thing. Yeah, that cooker thing does, or that potbelly stove thing is nice when you're burning stuff in there. Any desire to build a fire pit? Maybe. It would depend on where I'd have to do it. The main area would be right out here in the backyard, though, and the concern I have is there's too many trees in the area. So it'd be fun to have, but I don't know. We'll see. You give me credit for keeping up with the channel. Yeah, I know. I mean, if you told me, when I started this a couple years ago that I'd be still doing it now, I wouldn't have believed you. but having a vlog to do kind of gives me a reason to keep going on this stuff. I could very easily say, yeah, I kind of feel like taking the day off today, but no, I gotta do a vlog here. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do on the vlog? It's like, oh, we'll do this. Utah doesn't allow open pit fire. Yeah, there's limits here about that too. But I don't know what they'd say about like a fire pit. I don't know. The girls will be so upset if I stopped. Well, there you go. So we'll keep it going then. We got to keep it going to keep the girls happy. You've learned so much from me because of my vlogs. Thank you. I appreciate that. I kind of like teaching people how to do things. Live in an environment where it snows for 6 months of the year. Perhaps you don't need carpet by absorbing moisture. Yeah, that'd be a concern too. You made cookies the other day and saved one for Uncle Breck. That's nice. Thank you, Charlotte and Logan. Appreciate that. I bet you it was yummy too. Did I fix the external valve? Do you mean that hose attachment I had? Yeah, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, I replaced that a few weeks ago. I did a vlog on that one, and I didn't have to solder it; it just screwed on. Put a little Teflon tape on the threads and crimped it down really good. It works perfectly now. No more leaks. Thank you, Laura Lee. I'm like I said, I love teaching. I guess I'm a natural born teacher or something like that because I love, showing people how to do things. The girls, uh, the girls love me and are always talking about me. That's awesome. I get to look at Charlotte and Logan's pictures on my refrigerator every morning too. Because I showed you those pictures a while back. They're still up there. Every once in a while, you'll see me do an opening for like a bites and nibbles segment where I'm standing in front of the refrigerator, and you can see those pictures there. Do I have a job where I fix things for a living? Well, sometimes I have to work on the machine that I operate. Um, most of the people who do my job don't do that. They just call for a mechanic when something breaks. But I'm a little bit more hands-on, and the company allows me the flexibility that if I can fix something, they encourage me to do that. So, and the mechanics are very, very willing and eager to show you how to do things and teach you things. And I've gotten to the point now where I think the mechanics know me well enough where if I call and say I got a problem, rather than coming over and fixing it for me, they'll tell me, "Hey, go try this." And so, that's good. It keeps it interesting because if I whatever I can do to keep my machine going, it's good for the company and it kind of makes me feel like I've accomplished something. And there's so many things on my machine I can fix on my own, so might as well if I can. Yeah, the kids are great artists. my employer must love that. Well, they haven't fired me yet, so yeah, I guess it's a good thing. I mean, I mentioned, a couple months ago, well, 6 months ago, about that they gave me a line. Basically, there's there's multiple lines on in our department, and they chose one person to basically be the primary person on that line, and I got one of the faster lines, and I think I've done pretty well by that line. So we're getting close now. I think we're going to probably. They said they were going to like switch it up every 6 months, so I'll probably get moved to another line. And in fact, the last 2 days I've actually been on another line because my line's been down. It was a 3/4 inch adapter. It was a 3/4 inch hose spigot. Oh, you're absolutely right, John. My mom was a teacher. My sister, I mean, she's adopted, but she was a teacher. So part of it might be genetics. Some of it might just be, rubbing down, like you said, rubbed off on me. I'm happy with the condition at work. I'm not looking to leave, and I think they're happy with me. So it was funny. Yesterday, one of my leads was actually put on a line. The leads don't actually work the lines very often, but sometimes if there's employee shortages, uh, they'll put a lead on a line, and the lead got stuck with a problem. She actually had to come next door and get me to fix it for her. So it kind of made me feel good that I could do that, and that she knew that she could come to me and that I probably would be able to fix it. Yeah, that actually does sound like a good idea to prevent freezing in the pipes. I didn't really have any problem with it this time, and I mean, this was the worst winter we've had, according to the people who live here for decades. So didn't really have any issues at all with that. But they've got these little like styrofoam things that you can put over the fitting, over the hose bib that will supposedly kind of insulate that. So, I mean, I didn't even do that this year. So, but yeah, I do think you sent me a link about that. Basically, I kind of solved the problem just by keeping the water running slowly in the sink, in a couple sinks, in a couple locations in the house. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. That's always real nice because I mean, if you look at these cats, they're clearly starving to death, especially that one right there. That one there is wider than she's tall. Aren't you, Nibble? You're just a little porker, aren't you? Because you definitely don't get enough kitty treats. Probably because Bite takes them all from her. Where did I learn my skills from all the work I do around the house? I picked up a lot of it on my own, and I used to watch an appalling amount of home improvement type shows. But I learned a lot from my dad too. He was really good for that, and I just kind of guess I have a knack for it. Both my grandfathers were kind of Mr. Fix-Its, and my dad definitely is, and so it's in the genes. Haven't done a cat treat donation for a while. I appreciate that, Jen. It's always very nice. And I'm sure the cats appreciate it too. I'm sure Bite will bat it, nibble a bunch of times for her kitty treat. Where's Bite right now? I don't know. Where is Bite? Oh, there he is. He was just behind the chair. Now he's right there. You can kind of see him over the TV tray. Your husband says he's jealous of my t-shirt collection. Been collecting it for years and years. Like I got to get some more t-shirts now. Some of my old favorites are starting to wear out. Yeah, well, I think that's really the kind of the perfect number of people because then everybody gets, everybody can answer get their questions answered. And, I think when you go and look at like Jordan's live streams, you get 5, 6, 700 people in there. The comments are zipping by so fast that you can't even see them. What's the chance that somebody's going to, Jordan's even going to see your comment, And that's why, and I think a lot of times it's made worse by the fact that people ask the same questions over and over again. At this point, I can basically look at and see every comment and really pick the ones that I want to go into. But yeah, it's 40, 50. I think we had a peak of like 61 when my mom was on a little while ago. Yeah, well, like I said a minute ago, Rhonda, it's just there's too many comments and they're zipping by so fast. And then you add to the fact that he does his on his cell phone, so he's looking at a screen that's this size. At least I'm doing mine on a laptop, so I can see. I got to do that because otherwise, I'd be doing this with trying to read the comments. You don't know my cat's names, but you call the black one Chubby Wubby. That's a good name, Chubby Wubby. Is that your name? You're gonna be Chubby Wubby? Huh? Is that better than Bite? Chubby Wubby? Yeah, his name's Bite, and her name is Nibble, just for the record. Bite's butt is always showing. You like my mom. Thank you. Yeah, she enjoys coming on here, and it's fun to do that. And it was even more of an issue when when she was on lockdown because then she'd come in and do stuff like that. We did this on Mother's Day, and she was still sort of locked down on then. So okay, Kathy's checking out. Yeah, it's like middle of the night for you, isn't it? Girls say tell Nana hi. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's too bad you weren't here a little earlier ago because my mom uh, was actually on a little bit. But I'll tell her. She loves hearing from Charlotte and Logan. Do you think Matthew Roberts is Charles Manson's son? He looks like him. He looks like him. The thing that blows me away from him is that Matthew is really, really tall. And I remember what I remember of Charlie is that he was a tiny little guy. He was like 5'2" or 5'3". So I don't know. That's not entirely impossible, but you know he's a very, very tall man. Have a great day. Eat well, hydrate, and get a hammock. Yeah, maybe. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Get some bird seed. Yeah, well, we'll need that for the birds here. Appreciate that very much. Nibble looks like she's watching to make sure Chubby Wubby doesn't get more treats than she does. Yeah, well, she's right here right now. I'm sure if I turn the computer, she'll run away. No, there she is. Let's see if we can get her to take some kitty treat out of my hand here. Nope, there she goes. You just have no screen personality, Nibble. Sorry. And you're mean because you keep swatting at your sister. Naps after ran long after church service. Yeah, well, that's good. That means you can stay up late with them tonight. Your younger son's cat, Springmead, died about 2 weeks ago. You had him cremated. I chose a beautiful purple urn with paw prints and a necklace that holds some of his ashes. That's kind of nice. Oh, stupid. Okay, and then spell check screwed up again. It's called spell chicken. That's actually kind of funny here. Oh, it's only 6 p.m. That's right. Yeah, we're earlier in the day, isn't it? It isn't the middle of the night. Sorry. It's Australia. Looks like it's in the middle of the night. I think I'm going to call it that, though. We're going to call it spell chicken. It isn't spell check anymore. It's spell chicken. The cat's name was Spike. That sounded. I was wondering. I thought Spring Me sounds like a weird cat name, but then again, I got a cat named Bite. But I guess it could be Chubby Wubby, huh? You're gonna be Chubby Wubby from now on. It's gonna be a late night anyway. NASCAR races is late tonight. Yeah, I suppose. You like my site and cooking with a kid? We should team up. Yeah, that'd be fun. If I ever go to Florida, or if he ever comes to Waco, you can show me how to use my pit boss out there. Oh, looks like Pegtooth is checking out. Someone needs a sounding board to vent. We have strange names for our animals. That's true. I used to have a cat that I called Cat. Jeff and I could do a joint live stream cooking show. That'd be kind of fun. Does Jaw get along with the cats? No, it's not. It was never meant to be. Uh, I bet with time they'd probably get used to each other, but Jaw's first instinct is to run, and these guys' first instinct is or Jaw's first instinct is to chase, and their first instinct is to run. So I don't know. They've gotten pretty close to Jaw a few times because there's been a few times Jaw's been over and they had to, Jaw was up on my lap or Bite and Nibble were up on my lap and Jaw would come over, but not really so much. Hey, Eric's here. How's the girlfriend going, Eric? Did you ask her to the dance? You want a baby kitty? No, I'm not ready for another cat at this point. I got 2 cats as it is. I don't need another cat for this one. This one here to beat up on. He's already traumatized his sister. Can you imagine what he'd do with a kitten? It's funny. Your 2 dogs will scare off coyotes at night on the beach, but behind us, but they're afraid of big cats. I've seen that too. You're gonna have puppies soon. That sounds like fun. I mean, I'm assuming your dog's gonna have puppies soon. Hey, Bite, what do you think of puppies? Would you like a puppy? I don't think so. I don't think you'd like a puppy. Your sister has a large, all white cat she calls Princess, but you call her Fatso. That's awesome. Got to introduce Fatso to Chubby Wubby here. Look at Chubby Wubby. Yeah, Chubby Wubby's too chubby Wubby to be caught to run away in time. Look at that Chubby Wubby belly. Yeah, Chubby Wubby. I was gonna go back and play with the brush. You just popped in. Did well, we did get the lights to work. You'll have to come in and check on Tuesday to see the video, but we did resolve that issue. That's the fun part about having the 2 partners. Yeah, if I were to get a puppy, I probably would get a Labrador Retriever. I've had a couple labs in my life, and they're great dogs. I don't know if they actually did a DNA test with Matthew Roberts. Did the Palms survive? No, not so far. I don't think they did. I think I lost them. Spell check never gets what you say right. 1 word out of 10. Yeah, I've learned how to use the text to speech and get pretty good results. Um, but you have to kind of speak clearly and kind of separate your words every word you say. To kind of do that and speak clearly, and you can usually get pretty good results. But it doesn't always work. You thought, crikey. Oh, there's an Australian word. You thought you missed the live stream. Yeah, no, we're going. We'll be going for another about 15 minutes or so. You swear your cat is bipolar. It wouldn't surprise me. Your girl's moving to Dallas. That's sad. Yeah, golden retrievers. One of mine, I had a black lab and a golden lab. They were both good dogs. White is looking nice and comfy. Yeah, well, if you weighed as much as he does, you'd be nice and comfy too. I'm actually surprised he doesn't roll off the side of the chair there. Eric and his girl are going to try and keep a long distance relationship. But it's going to be difficult, but Dallas isn't that far away. Am I going to do the haunt this year? I hope so. Does Flash eat mincemeat or just plant matter? As far as I know, she's primarily a herbivore. Now, I've been told that she'll eat like snails and slugs, but I think that's as close as she gets to meat. Hi, Jan. No, I think it's just kind of the appearance of the shell. I don't think it's a crack. I think it's just the way the shell works. Your son keeps renaming one of your dogs. His name is now Wiggles. That's a good name. You hate autocorrect and speech to text. They always mess you up when you're trying to type. Yeah, yeah. Who knows about Matthew? Could be. Like I said, he looks a little like Charles. Bite is staring out the window here. I don't know what he sees. Maybe birds. Logan is putting one cat up to the TV to show you and telling you his name is Bob Buttons. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I know that blew me away too. Flash seems to have a friend. Maybe it won't be such a bad thing if I do get a dog. Nice haircut. I've had this for a few weeks, but yeah, I got to do it every once in a while. Start getting a little too fuzzy. You have a dog that's 9 years old. It's named Eleanor Rigby. That's a good name. Tiny dog, though, smaller than Jaw. That's pretty tiny. Does Texas have crows? Yeah, sometimes. Well, we have our grackles. And there's a lot of those. You're not a people person, but giving 20 to 30 minutes of my time to listen to some event might have been very productive to the point of minimizing the impact on lives. Well, there you go. Sometimes you got to take one for the team. In one of the original episodes of Star Trek, they had text-to-speech typing. Yeah. Well, so much of the technology we have today is at least inspired by Star Trek. Well, the next step, Carolyn or Kathleen, is to start being a vlogger. Then you can talk to your computer all the time. Do you have any tattoos? No, I'm not really against tattoos. I just haven't been able to think of anything that I would, could predict would be important to me for the rest of my life. I could get one at some point, but I don't have any at this point. Yeah, Star Trek was definitely ahead of its time. Crackles are the pain of the South, like possums. Yeah. Well, we had possums in California. I had possums that would get into my pond and eat my fish. Would the cats chase birds? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're fast enough to even try. I think they're too lazy. Occasionally a fly gets in the house, and that just kind of they get a lot of exercise with their neck. A population of vandal magpies. That's awesome. You have one tattoo of the drawing that John Lennon did of himself. Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Any plans for the day? Yeah, I think I know what my vlog is going to do today. Um, I mean, you won't see it until I think Saturday because I've got Tuesday's vlog already uploaded. For Thursday's vlog is shot, but I haven't edited or uploaded that. And so the one you'll see, the one I'm going to shoot today, will probably go up on Saturday. He shot a crow once with a hunting slingshot and just shook and flew away. They're tough birds. Yeah, I suppose. I had one as a pet once. Wasn't really into the Smiths or the Damned. Smiths were a little too depressing. Has Nibble made an appearance during the live stream? Yeah, she's been here a couple times, and there she is right now. The girls watch my vlogs every day over and over again. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good. There's a lot of them out there. Coming up on 600 here. That's insane. Like I said, if you told me a couple years ago that 2 years later, 2.5 years later, I'd be doing this still, and it was up to 600 vlogs, I don't know if I would have believed you. But here we are. Cats don't go out very often. I sometimes leave the door open. I left the door open from time to time in the house in California, and they'd come out sometimes. But I don't do it a lot here. Not because I don't want the cats going out, but because I don't want the bugs coming in. That's sort of a problem. Looks like Nibble hasn't moved much since the last live stream. Yeah, you kind of maybe got me to have to let in a little secret here. That isn't actually a real cat. It's just a statue. He just sits there. If you think it's moving, you're just hallucinating. See, I mean, she's a statue. She's not moving at all, is she? Do I have health insurance for a vlogger like Jordan or Adam? No, but I'm not a full-time vlogger. You know, I have a real job. I have a big boy job. And I got insurance from that. I kind of got a Connecticut accent, kind of like a Massachusetts accent or a Maine accent or a Vermont accent. If you use if you're from those states, you're gonna have a hard time with spell check. Yeah, maybe. See, just a statue. You really enjoy my vlogs. Look forward to the notification advising you of a recently uploaded segment. I present a good mix of everything. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm taking the idea of a vlog to its literal extreme here. A vlog, is just it's a video log of my life, and that's what's going on. I'm showing you what I do on a day-to-day basis. And if I did the same thing every day, it'd be really boring for me too. So. Curious about my Disney days. Those vehicles have governors on them as they're in trouble with crowd problems or accidents. Well, I'm assuming you're talking about the floats because that was what I did, and they do have a speed governor. They top off depending on the float. Uh, it tops off about 3 miles an hour. Now, I used to, if you ever saw the Cars movie, there was a tow truck called Tow Mater, and I had driven the Mater float a number of times in the parade, and at one point, Mater actually did the Rose Parade in California, in Pasadena, one year, and they took the speed governor off of him, and for a few months until they put him back on, Mater could do about 10 miles an hour. So that was a lot of fun to drive them. But other than that, most of the floats are pretty slow, and they don't go much faster than what you see them on the parade route. Do we have problems, crowd problems, or accidents? Yes. In fact, if you ever watch any of the parades, there will always be one or two people walking with the float, so that they can stop the float if something goes on. And there have been accidents too. It happens. One of the problems you run into with the floats is they're generally designed to look good, not to have good driver visibility. So there's lots of times the driver can't see anything. Meter's a good example of that. There are no windows on that. You drive that through cameras, and so you're watching a TV monitor, and that's where you're getting all your visual cues from. Any cicadas yet? I haven't seen any of them yet, but they were all around last year's. So they should be popping up anytime now. It's about that time of year. Do I have a bucket list of places I want to go and see? Um, I mean, I can't call it a bucket list because usually a bucket list is things that you've never seen before. And I think my bucket list is things I have seen before, but I haven't seen since I was a kid. And so I would like to go like visit the national parks again. And that's, if I do travel vlogs, that's what my travel vlogs are going to be is going and seeing natural places, not going and seeing man-made things like, that's Jordan's thing. So, I'm not gonna be somebody who's gonna go to Paris and look at Paris. If I go someplace, I would consider going to like Stonehenge or the pyramids or some natural wonder. But my travel vlogs will probably be a little different from Jordan's, assuming I do any of those. You're from Massachusetts, so as soon as you say something like "Pak Maka," no matter where I am, people know where you're from. Yeah, well, that's true. What was my favorite float? I'll tell you what was the most difficult float I ever drove. Um, that was one that we did. We pulled out every Christmas. We did a show called Viva Navidad. You can probably Google that. And there was a big long float, and the weird thing about the float was it was actually a mobile stage. So what you did is you drove the float out onto the parade route, and when you got to the location of the show, since the audience was on this side and the front of the stage was on this side, you had to flip the float around, and this float could spin on its axis. So you'd drive it out, and then you'd spin it like this, and turn it around so the front of the stage is pointing towards the audience. And that was a scary thing because the float the float was only maybe 2 feet wider than the parade, or 2 feet narrower than the parade route. So it had to be a very precision turn. If you drifted off axis at all, you're going to go into the audience. You're going to hit something. So I love a challenge, and that was a fun float to drive because it was a challenge to do that. And there were very few people that could do that. But I drove basically every float on the Pixar Play Parade. I drove every float on um, a parade called Paint the Night, which is kind of a spin-off of Main Street Electrical Parade. If you ever heard of that one, uh, and there are a lot of floats there that were fun. We had a new Incredibles float on the Paint the Night parade that came in right at the end, and I got to drive that one. That was a lot of fun. You ever get disoriented driving a float? No, but you kind of, once you've done it a bunch of times, you know the parade route really well. And so you can kind of just say, you can almost, in many cases, drive it without even looking because you just kind of know where you are. But no, I never really got disoriented. My face has cheese powder on it from the TV, huh? Yummy. All right, just back from lunch, right here at the end. Well, I deep fry and blend cicadas and hot sauce. I don't know about that. That doesn't really sound all that appetizing. You had lunch at church the first time since COVID began. That's good. Do I have to have a certificate or license to drive a float? No, but I had to be trained on each specific float. You have to be trained on the float, and then you get signed off on it, and then you get to drive the float. And the training is just internal. In fact, for a while there, I was a trainer, so that was kind of fun too. Denali Park, that would be fun to go. Yeah, I'd love to go to Alaska. Lunch with Breck, chicken salad sandwich, potato chips, homemade pickles, and soda pop. That sounds good. If you live with Charlotte and Logan, you can have cheese powder all over the screen. Yeah, I agree with you there, Mark. There's so many things that you can do here in the U.S. What was my favorite thing about working at Disney? I love being a trainer. That was the greatest thing ever. Guess that's why I like doing the vlogs too, because I get to be the trainer here. All right, looks like Rhonda and Charlotte and Logan are checking out. So, yeah, I'm going to probably check out too. We've been going for 2 hours now, and I got to get going with my vlog for today. So, what year was I born? 1964. Jeff Kidd Manson's son? I don't know. I don't think so. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, you too. You have a great day too. Yeah, I think I'm going to hit the stop button on this one so I can get going on today's vlog. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next week and have a good night. See ya.